Hey everybody, Rob the Bad Guy here. Look, I just got out of seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and I want to tell you what I think about it. So first, right off the bat, let's talk about two things. First of all, there will probably be spoilers in this rant. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. There's going to be some spoilers. So if you don't want to see any spoilers, go check out one of our other videos and then come back here after you've seen the new movie Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and then it won't be a spoiler for you. Second of all, I didn't grow up with these comic books. I didn't grow up reading them. I don't know really anything about the history of them. So don't get mad at me. And if you do get mad, too bad. Go F yourself. That's what, we're not here to argue about who's the smartest person when it comes to the lore of comics, okay? Because it's not going to be me. But I'm just going to tell you what I saw here, what they're delivering to me in the Marvel movies, and that's what I'm going to tell you. So first of all, I went into this movie with no expectations, okay? I avoid the spoilers. I don't read reviews. But what I did notice is I hadn't seen anything about this movie popping up in my stories. There was nothing on Instagram. I saw a lot of cosplayers go and check this movie out when it was they were invited to the premiere, and a lot of people went, and a lot of people said, "Hey, they went. Thanks for inviting me." Blah blah blah. No one said it was any good. I thought that was a little odd and suspicious. So that's really the only expectation I had going into it, and I think I know why no one said anything, because it sucked. It was not that good. So my first question about this movie is, where the hell is Louie? He's nowhere to be found in this movie. Remember Louie, he's the guy that told those really long, great stories that were just amazing comedic relief in the last couple of movies. He's nowhere to be found in this movie, which I think just strikes me as kind of weird, right? Why couldn't you find at least 30 seconds to have that guy in the film? There must be a better reason that he's not in the film. Maybe he had scheduling conflicts. Maybe he was doing something else, but nowhere to be found. And it just kind of seemed like lazy that they didn't add a little bit of him in, because I went in expecting to see a little some of what he does. Second of all, Modoc, what in the actual fuck is that? Okay? Keep in mind, I didn't read all these comics. I don't know the history of all the villains. That one was new to me, and all I gotta say is, what the fuck is that about? It was just like a big giant head with baby arms and legs, and I don't even know what to say. Somebody explain that shit to me, because it was really weird. It kind of made me feel awkward and didn't really seem to add anything. I looked up his character on the internet a little bit, and apparently he's like the brains of the operation, and he's a little bit more intimidating. So whatever the hell they did with him in Quantumania, maybe they fucked it up. I don't know. It was weird. It was just really weird. What I really want to talk about here that bothers me about Kang is, so we first heard about Kang in Loki. He was whatever they called him, He Who Remains, the guy at the end of the timeline. That was a good intro to him. Jonathan Majors, great actor. He's not the problem. He does a phenomenal job. But in that show, they alluded to the fact that Kang is this big, bad villain. He is a bigger villain than Thanos, makes Thanos look like child's play. Okay, this is going to be, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We're going to see some bad shit here, right? Enter Kang. He's not the Avengers level threat that he's been made out to be. He was poised to be a very strong, formidable villain, and maybe we're going to see some more of that. But this Kang was beat by a bunch of smart ants and lost a one-on-one battle with Ant-Man. I don't know. I'm not getting it here. He doesn't seem like he's that much of a bad motherfucker to me. And I get that there's, an unlimited number of Kangs, I guess, in the multiverse. There's a whole bunch of Kangs, but is that the shtick? Like, that's what makes him so bad, is you're just going to keep throwing these Kangs at me? Because this one, who was set up in Loki, he was introduced in this movie. This is his origin story. So I expected some badass motherfucking shit, right? He blows some stuff up. He kills some people, but he loses to Ant-Man, and then he gets sucked off into the quantum, whatever's below the quantum realm, I guess. I don't really know. They don't really address that in the movie. And I'm sure we'll see him back, but I don't know. It must be that we're going to have to take a lot of Kangs coming together to fight the Avengers to make this worth the Avengers' time. Reminds me of Ultron. Is that how Kang's going to be a formidable Avengers threat? Like in Age of Ultron, where there's like, hundreds of robots, hundreds of thousands of versions of Ultron, and Ultron can be any iteration of himself that he's created. Is that what's going to make Kang bad? Is that there's just lots of Kangs? Because I'm not impressed here. He had a really cool suit. He had some cool superpowers, but he didn't use them in any kind of threatening way where I thought, oh shit, we're going to need some more Avengers in here. Because Ant-Man is like, don't worry, I'll just get big and kick some shit around. And why didn't you think of that before? Like, get a little bigger and then just stomp on this whole world. I don't get it, but anyway, it was fun. It wasn't a total waste of time. But at the end of it, I looked over to the rest of my family and I said, that was pretty dumb. And my kids were both like, worst Marvel movie ever. And I don't know that it was the worst, but it didn't live up to my already medium level expectations. So I really have really high hopes for the next Avengers movie, the Kang Dynasty. But maybe we're going to need a better writer to throw at this one because this one just didn't do it for me. And yeah, I got one more final thought. Michelle Pfeiffer at 64 is still a smoke show. Go girl. What a hottie. She's gorgeous. That's for sure. She's probably one of the highlights of this movie. Her and Michael Douglas, actually. The rest of them, the Wasp, I don't even know why she was in this movie. She seemed like an afterthought. But regardless, I digress. I'm done. Tell me what you thought in the comments. If you don't like what I thought, too bad. So sad. See you next time. Stay geeky, everybody. That's all from me. Bye for now.